Hello, I am Urban. I play Smash Project M competitively in Colorado, and I main Kirby. And everybody's been making videos as to explain why they love Smash or how they feel about the community, and I wanted to kind of give my take on it. Before I get into it, though, I do want to talk about some of my background, specifically with competitive gaming communities and whatnot. Namely, Halo 3 and a little bit of Pokemon. I've been a part of the small gun community a little bit, but that one's, I'm not even going to talk about that one. But with Halo 3, I got into the game, met a lot of people through the forging and custom games community because I got to play a game I really enjoyed and put my own take on a lot of things, be creative, and also just have a lot of different interactions with people and meet new people, and it's fun. And that's kind of what I see in Smash and what I like about that. So as far as where I got my start in being interested in Smash as a competitive game, I had never really watched competitive Smash all that much up until Evo 2014, which I actually got to go to with a couple of my friends, Mike and Abram. They were also roommates at the time, and it's kind of what started off my whole intrigue. So when I got there, and you could see me in the background of the video. I was watching, I believe, Tear Bear and Omsa play in PM, and I was just I was glued. I was like just engrossed in like what was going on. Like, wow, this Mario is amazing, and this Lucario is amazing, and seeing all these different people play, and it just made me want to play more. But at the same time, like I never really was like, I really want to get into this competitively, and that's when I got to watch Melee Top 8, which, oh boy, that was insane. At the time, I didn't really feel like, you could play Melee on a competitive level with low tiers or mid tiers, and I didn't really know the tier list at the time, but I knew of a couple things, like namely Fox, Marth, Sheik, Falco, and Falcon, who I realize isn't as good as he's good, but he's not at the same level as those other characters. But anyway, so I go to Melee Top 8, see things like Young Link, Jigglypuff, who I didn't even know was good at the time. I just, I discovered for the first time Jigglypuff's a viable character. And Pikachu, and namely Axe, who is currently and has been for a long time one of my favorite Melee players of all time because he's so fun to watch, and he's using a character that I didn't ever really expect to be good, at least in Melee. So watching him, the Axe and Silent Wolf 4-stock, like that was insane to watch live, and I love being in that kind of environment. It's reminding me of days where I was more of a sports fan with basketball, and that's kind of fallen off. But now I have that with Smash. Even if I'm not playing it as a spectator sport, it's super fun. I'm always watching Smash videos now. I've basically become a sports fan. But after Evo 2014, my roommates and I, we discovered all that, and at the time we didn't really know all that in a bag of chips had Melee tournaments or PM tournaments or Smash 4 tournaments, but we were just going, and then we found out that they did. So we decided to go, and we get destroyed. Obviously, it was a time in our scene where we had a lot more people though. So for the longest time, I would win one game and lose two because of Kirby jank and people not knowing how to deal with the character. But that was a while ago. That's about 2 years ago, and around summertime. So we had a lot of people in our scene, and although that's fallen off kind of recently because of PM devs and not being allowed to show PM footage on Twitch, and we had a lot of people that were helping the Project M community out that just couldn't anymore because it was taking time and effort, and they didn't have it to spare. Like we all have lives outside of Smash, but it's really nice to see our community growing again, and I'm seeing that growth again, both in a quantity as well as a quality. Like after the PM devs, stopped working on the game and the game became illegal. I guess it's technically illegal to show on stream, but it's like you can get it. It's easy. Anyway, after that started happening, our scene got to a point where the people that were showing up were very serious about the game. And when you have very decent competition like that, everybody's going to get better. And that's kind of what I've been noticing in our scene as of late is we just have a lot of killers now. Like, it's really hard to compete, and especially when I'm seeing growth within myself and I'm still like having a challenge every time. Like I tend to never really have an easy time against anyone in this game anymore, and I like that. I'd rather, have a challenge than just, do basic Kirby things and four-stop people or whatever. I don't like, yes, it's hype, but I want competition more than I want to just destroy people. Like it's super fun. Anywho, as far as why I like our community is Colorado's a very diverse place, man. We have a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life and experiences, and so my first outing at all that in a bag of chips where I went alone. After the tournament, it was a super hype final set. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Ace and somebody else. But they all decided that they wanted to go to IHOP. I think it was IHOP, some breakfast place nearby. So we went to IHOP, and I just wanted to go because I wanted to talk Smash. Like when I get into things like this game, I tend to nerd out on them. I tend to want to talk about it all the time. I'm very, very talkative to a point where I notice I can be annoying, but I can't help it. It's just what I enjoy doing. So we go to IHOP. Dan motherfucking Aki. He looks at me and says, "Hey, what are you ordering?" And I said, "I'm not getting anything, man. It's fine." I didn't have money at the time. And he says, "No, what are you ordering? I'm buying you food either way." And I was like, okay. It's really hard for me to turn down food, first of all. Second of all, I do like rewarding people's efforts to be nice. Or not rewarding, but reciprocating, I guess. And honestly, that was a very big moment for me. Because I noticed just how welcoming the community is and how just nice everybody is. I've had, my fair share of experiences in competitive gaming and specific communities for those games, and I gotta say that at least talking Project M, there's not really that much toxicity. Like we're very mature, in my opinion. Like, we all have our problems. Like, our state loves to character John. I'm not even going to lie about that. But aside from some salt here and there, which is to be expected, everybody's really respectful of each other. And everybody's very nice. And, everyone's willing to help or at the very least play with you so that you can learn. And it's just really nice to have that. And I appreciate that in our community. I thank a lot of you for just opening up your homes or even just going out of your way to help our community out. Namely, like Arcana, I played over at his house quite a few times, with friendlies and whatnot, and learned a lot from those nights. Chris, kind of a newcomer, Monk, he has been doing a lot for our scene. He made the Facebook Project M page because we needed something like that, and he's been providing stream, and he's been just kind of helping push our scene to get to a point where we need to be, and I think that's really important. We have people like Just returning. I don't know if that has to do with moving to boss stage or if he was just missing the game, but I do feel like it could be a sign that our community is becoming, what's the word I'm looking for? It's as if our scene is bringing in more intrigue, I guess, to where people want to play and join in with us. Thanks to Chris and Stephanie, my girlfriend, and some other people, I started hosting Smash Nights at my place here, and it's been a blast. I hate putting it off on Saturdays. Like, I always want to have people over. I feel like almost a responsibility, but at the same time it's all for fun. So this is a really nice scenario to be in as far as that goes. Even if we only have like a couple people over, sometimes we'll get like 10, sometimes we'll get like only at like 2 people, if that. It's always worth it to me to just get to play and learn and talk and just gain friendships in general, which I think that's also another thing about our community, man, is we're very tight, like or at least with Project M we're very tight. We tend to separate our Smash games a bit too much, in my opinion. Obviously they're different games. You don't have to enjoy watching Smash 4 and you don't have to enjoy playing Melee over other games, but I do feel like there is something to be gained from all of us kind of coming together and then just, sharing ideals and all that. That's a topic for another day, though. As for why I love Smash, and more specifically the Colorado Project M community, is that I feel like it's helped me grow as a person. I've been in spots where I've plateaued. I'm kind of in a plateau right now, but it's not that bad. But I'll get to a point where I'll plateau, I'll find a wall, I'll hit a wall, and I'll learn from it, and I'll get better as a player, but also it gives me life lessons as a person, and it's been making me a stronger, more experienced individual, which is nice, and I can't thank you all enough for that. So, super hyped for Youth Thought coming mid-November. I don't remember the exact day, but I'm sure information will be in the description or whatever. But come out, play, join our community, jump on the hype train that is PM. It's super fun to watch it at high level, at least, and it's super accessible to anybody that really wants to get into the game. And yeah, can't wait to see the rest of you at You Thought. Beware the green Kirby.